Hello everyone, my name is Gabrielle Brado.
My name is Sandra Ayala, and today we are talking about reading words with inflectional endings. The standard is F. RF 1.3 F. So, what are inflectional endings? Well, examples can be, right now we're going to start off with S, but there's ES, ING, ED, and then ES, so on and so forth. But right now, we're going to be just talking about S. So as you can see, bake, walk, and spell, those are part of your sight words, so you are familiar with them. It's not something new. We are going to start off with these in a bit. But first, we have to cover what is the meaning of the endings. Inflectional endings. They change the meaning and the tense of the word. The words that we are using are your sight words. I didn't want to use something too complicated just because I want you guys to get comfortable with the idea of using the endings and then later advancing into something else. So let's start off with bake. Everyone knows how to bake. You guys have helped your mom or your dad bake. Like it's an activity. So we're going to be adding S to the second phrases. So I blank a cake. I what? A cake. I bake a cake. But what about if someone's telling you about another person that is baking? You can say blank, you can use whatever name you want. For today, we are using Sasha. So Sasha blank a cake. She is in the process of actually doing the process. What do we add? We add an S, making it bake plus S, bakes. Sasha bakes a cake. Now, we're getting kind of used to it. First one, now the second. For the second word, we are using walk. So again, put yourself in the position. You're going down, you're strolling. I blank to class. I what to class? I walk to class. Now we're using another person for the second one. Tommy blank to class. If we say Tommy walked to class, does that sound correct? No. So what do we need to add to make it make sense? Walks to class. Now for our final one, we're getting more and more used to it. By the third one, you guys should start getting the idea. So for the read, spill. All right, I blank my drink. I spilled my drink. Now, using another person, not yourself. The first one is always yourself. That is always usually the beginning portion. The root or the sight word alone. For the second one, we're using Sarah. Sarah blank her drink. Sarah spilled her drink. That doesn't really sound correct. So what can we add to make it seem more cohesive and make it so it sounds correct? We can add an S. Sarah spills her drink. Now we're going to be moving on to another portion. I'm giving you guys is for marker and markers. Say I tell Jimmy, give me that marker. What is he gonna bring me? He's gonna bring me one marker. But if I tell him, can you please grab those markers, what does that imply? It implies more than one. So he can bring me 2 and 3. It changes the meaning of the word.
Okay, so we're going to be going over a bubble map. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the bubble map, but we're going to be discussing ing and ed. So we are going to go over 4 different words that we can add inflectional endings. So you can give me a example of a word. Coloring can be one. And then if you're using color, so what can we add it to ed? And that can be colored. Another example for the work, so working. And then for ed can be worked. Another example can be walking. For ed, walked. Last one, playing. And lastly for ed, played. There we go. Okay, now we're going to be going over 2 different inflectional endings, which is es and est. So right here we're going to do est, and then on this side we're going to do es. So est and es. So one word that we can use, give me an example, would be fast. So we can do fast, fast, and then we use difficult. Another one can be slow, so slow, est. Another example, greatest. So we can do great, and then es. He is added. And then this completes the bubble map. And then for es, let me switch that more far away. Es. There's examples. We can use the benches. So we can do benches. So the es is added. Another word we can use can be brush. So we can do brush, and then the es, brushes. And then lastly, we can do guess. So, okay, and then the es is added. those are great examples that can be added to the inflectional endings. And now we're going to be discussing over a video that will cover that, what we just learned.
Hey eSpark readers! Today we are going to learn about how adding different endings to a word can change the meaning of that word. Let's look at an example. I bet you know this word, walk. I am going to add the letters ing to the end of the word. Ing at the end of a word means something is happening right now. The word is now walking. Here is a sentence using the word. The girl is walking to school. So, this sentence means that the girl is walking right now. We can also add the letters ed to the end of a word. Ed at the end of a word means something happened in the past. The word is now walked. Here is a sentence using this word. The girl walked to school. This sentence means that the girl already walked to school. It happened in the past. Let's try adding these same endings to another word. This word is wave. When I add ing to the end of wave, the word becomes waving. Remember, the ing ending means that something is happening right now. Here is the sentence. The boy is waving at his mom. That means he is waving right now. When I add the ending ed to wave, the word becomes wave. This sentence says, the boy waved at his mom. You know that the ending ed means something that already happened. The boy already waved at his mom.
So now for your independent work, you're going to be giving a worksheet. Everyone loves worksheets. So this is our little template for the first two, but we're going to first take a look at your example. The example at the very top is the verb, which is your root word, so jump. And happening now, so what's happening in present tense using ing. Jump plus ing makes jumping. And then happened in past tense, so already happened in the past. Using jump, you would use ed, making jumped. The sentence would be, for example, the cat is. If it's happening right now, the cat is jumping. If it happened before in the past, the cat has jumped, or the cat jumped. So for the first one on your worksheet, walk. The verb or the root word, your word is walk. So we're starting off with that. Adding ing, making it a happening now, would be walk, ing, making
I thought you were going to ask the
walking.
We're waiting on your answer.
You're waiting on your answer. Miss Alvarado was already helping y'all out. And then for ed, past tense. So say Tommy has he has walked the trail. So ed,
B. Walked.
okay. And then Miss Alvarado will take over.
Now for spill would be spilling.
Now for
Ed would be spilled. So you guys have about 8 more other examples that you guys have to complete. You guys have the rest of the time And if you guys don't finish, you can always finish it out. So yeah.